I want to speak to you. Not the you that you show the world, but the you that exists in the quiet moments when the masks come off. I'm talking to the part of you that is carrying an immense, silent weight, a suffering so profound it feels like a fundamental flaw in your being. You might be the person who comforts a friend, excels at your job, or raises a family, all while an internal storm rages. You show kindness while your own heart is aching. You offer strength while you feel you have none left. And you've probably asked yourself, how can I be so broken inside yet still function? This is not a contradiction. It is a paradox, and it is the key to understanding your true magnificence. The fact that you can be simultaneously wounded and graceful, in pain and yet compassionate, is not a sign of weakness. It is evidence of an almost superhuman strength. You are not merely surviving. You are performing an extraordinary act of creation every single day that you choose to continue. Your endurance is not passive. It is an active, powerful force. This channel was created with a deep intention, a profound love for the journey of remembering who you truly are. Today, we are not going to talk about fixing what is broken. We are going to reveal how the very cracks you are trying to hide are where your divine light shines through most powerfully. We are going to reframe this struggle, not as your downfall, but as your sacred initiation. The solution to this profound suffering is not to eliminate it, but to transmute it. You have been taught to see your wounds as defects, as evidence that you are less than whole. But what if the deepest pain you feel is the precise, non-negotiable ingredient required for your greatest evolution? Consider the Japanese art of kintsugi. When a piece of pottery breaks, it is not thrown away. The pieces are meticulously rejoined with lacquer mixed with powdered gold. The finished piece is not just repaired. It is more beautiful, more valuable, and stronger for having been broken. The lines of gold tell a story of resilience. Your suffering is the breaking. Your persistence, your choice to keep showing up, is the golden lacquer. You are not being destroyed. You are being made more magnificent. This is the ancient principle of alchemy, the legendary process of turning lead into gold. Your pain is the lead. Your conscious awareness, your shift in perspective, is the philosopher's stone that transforms it into the gold of wisdom, compassion, and unshakable strength. This is not just a beautiful metaphor. It is a fundamental law of energy and consciousness. The greatest barrier to this transformation is your own identity. Your subconscious mind, which neuroscience tells us governs at least 95% of your life, is a recording of the past. It has been conditioned by every painful memory, every moment you felt abandoned, unworthy, or broken. It has built an identity around this pain. To the subconscious, this state of suffering is familiar. It is safe. So when you try to change, when you try to see yourself as powerful, your own internal programming fights back. It says, no, this is who we are. We are the one who suffers. We are the one who is not good enough. You are in a battle not with the world, but with the ghost of who you used to be. You have to understand that your subconscious does not distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. It responds to the frequency of your dominant feelings and beliefs. By holding on to the identity of a victim, you are instructing your entire being, your cells, your energy field, your perception, to continue creating a reality that validates this brokenness. The first and most critical step is to decide that your story of suffering is no longer your identity. It is simply the raw material for your masterpiece. This is where we move from philosophy to physics. One of the most mind-bending discoveries of quantum physics is the observer effect, most famously demonstrated in the double-slit experiment. In essence, it shows that at the subatomic level, particles exist in a state of pure potential, a wave of infinite possibilities, until they are observed. The act of observation, of conscious focus, collapses that wave of potential into a single, tangible reality. You are the observer of your life. Your perception, your focus, your belief about who you are is the act of observation that collapses the infinite potential of the quantum field into the reality you experience. When you focus on being broken, you are literally selecting the reality of brokenness from a sea of infinite possibilities. But when you consciously shift your focus to your resilience, to the sheer miracle of your own endurance, you begin to observe a different potential into existence. Your persistence is a fundamental creative act. Every moment you choose to believe in your strength despite the evidence of your pain, you are a quantum creator. You are instructing reality at a subatomic level to reorganize itself around your new awareness. This is not wishful thinking. This is the mechanics of the universe. The action you must take is to consciously and deliberately withdraw your focus from the story of your pain and place it onto the story of your strength. It is a choice you make, moment by moment. Let's integrate this across multiple dimensions of science and spirituality to build an unshakable foundation for this truth. From the perspective of quantum science, everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. Your thoughts and emotions are not just abstract feelings. They are measurable frequencies. The emotional state of suffering, shame, or victimhood vibrates at a very low, dense frequency. The state of resilience, gratitude, or compassion vibrates at a much higher, more coherent frequency. The law of resonance states that like frequencies attract. By consciously choosing to focus on your strength, you are changing your vibrational output. You begin to resonate with different possibilities in the quantum field. Possibilities of healing, of joy, of purpose. From neuroscience, we have the principle of neuroplasticity. Your brain is not a static organ. It physically changes based on what you focus on. When you repeatedly focus on your pain, you strengthen the neural pathways associated with that suffering, making it the default state. But when you deliberately focus on your resilience, you begin to build and myelinate new neural pathways. You are physically rewiring your brain for strength. It is a biological upgrade. From epigenetics, we learn that your perception can actually change your gene expression. You are not a victim of your DNA. The emotional signals you send to your cells can turn genes on or off. A state of chronic stress and victimhood activates genes linked to inflammation and disease. A state of empowerment and resilience can activate genes for growth, repair, and longevity. You are literally signaling your body to rebuild itself from a new blueprint. Ancient spiritual traditions have taught this for millennia. Vedanta philosophy speaks of Atman, the individual self, being identical to Brahman, the ultimate universal consciousness. The Bible states, "The kingdom of God is within you." These are not just poetic phrases. They are instructions. They are telling you that the creative power of the entire universe is accessible within your own consciousness. By shifting your internal state, you are aligning with this universal creative force. Your personal transformation is a microcosm of the cosmic process of creation. How do you apply this powerful knowledge in your daily life, especially when the feeling of suffering is so overwhelming? You must anchor this new identity with a daily, non-negotiable practice. It doesn't need to be long, but it must be intentional. When you wake up, before you check your phone or let the worries of the day rush in, take just 2 minutes. Close your eyes. Place your hands on your heart. Feel the simple, undeniable fact that you are here. You made it through another night. And in that space, I want you to make a declaration. Say it out loud if you can. My suffering has not broken me. It is forging me. My resilience is a sacred force. My pain is the fuel for my purpose. Feel the truth of these words. They are not affirmations to cover up the pain. They are a recognition of a deeper truth that coexists with the pain. You are defining your reality before the world has a chance to define it for you. This simple act begins the process of rewiring your brain and reconditioning your subconscious. It is a declaration to the quantum field of the reality you are now choosing to observe. I want you to engage with this process right now. In the comments below, write one single word that describes the strength you have discovered within your struggle. Words like enduring, compassionate, unbreakable. By writing it, you are making it real. You are casting a vote for your new identity. There will be days when this feels impossible. Days when the old story, the old pain washes over you with such intensity that you doubt everything. You will think, This isn't working. I'm still broken. It is critical that you understand what is happening in these moments. This is not a sign of failure. It is the subconscious mind testing your resolve. It is an echo from the past, a final attempt by the old identity to reclaim its territory. When this happens, do not fight it. Do not judge yourself. Simply observe it. Acknowledge the feeling and say, I see you. I acknowledge this old energy, but I am no longer available for this story. You are the sky, and the doubt is just a passing cloud. Your awareness is greater than any feeling. This is where the science of the heart becomes your greatest ally. Your heart generates an electromagnetic field that is thousands of times more powerful than the brain's. When you are in a state of coherence, feeling emotions like gratitude, compassion, or courage, this field becomes stronger and more orderly. This field is a literal shield of energy. By practicing your morning declaration and returning to a feeling of gratitude for your own resilience throughout the day, you strengthen this field. It makes you less susceptible to the echoes of past trauma and the negativity of the world around you. You are not just changing your mind, you are stabilizing your entire energetic system at a higher frequency. You are becoming a beacon of this new resilient reality. Let us bring this all together into a final empowering truth. Your life is not a random series of unfortunate events. It is a hero's journey. Your deepest wounds, your most profound challenges, are not punishments. They are your initiation. They are the dragon you must face to claim the treasure of your own soul. The treasure is the wisdom, the compassion, and the unshakable strength that can only be forged in the fires of adversity. You have been trying to get rid of the very thing that is creating your greatness. The fundamental recommendation, the core of this entire message, is to embrace the paradox of your existence. You can be heartbroken and simultaneously filled with love. You can feel weak and be incredibly strong. You are not one or the other. You are both, and in that sacred space of holding both, you become whole. See your continued presence on this earth not as a grim act of survival, but as a masterpiece of creation. You are an alchemist, turning the lead of your pain into the gold of a new reality. By viewing your challenges as meaningful, you activate powerful neurological and psychological resources for post-traumatic growth. You are not a passive victim of your life. You are the active, conscious creator of it. Your choice to continue, to find meaning in the struggle, to show up one more day, is the most powerful force in the universe. If this message has resonated with you, share it. There are millions of people suffering in silence, believing they are broken. Let this be the message that awakens them to the magnificent, resilient truth of who they are. You are not alone, and you are so much more powerful than you know.